Being a detective means you get paid to find things, find people. I hadn't been paid to find so much as a missing cat in 7 weeks. I spend most of the day asleep on the couch. This would be the perfect life for me if I wasn't going broke. Sometimes I find myself dreaming of getting a case, praying that someone will show up on my doorstep. Yes? She tells me her name is Alice. Her husband Corey has been missing for weeks. I know immediately her husband is an addict. People who go missing for weeks only do so for a few reasons. Either they're on the run from the cops or they're junkies. If he were on the run, she wouldn't be coming to me to look for him. She'd want him to stay hidden so he couldn't get caught. The fact that she's coming to me says that she's already either gone to the cops and they don't care, or she hasn't gone because she's afraid they'll find him and arrest him for being an addict. So she wants me to seek him out for her, so she can keep this quiet. She gave me a masterclass about her husband. Call it Vagabond 101, an introduction to Corey. She tells me about his job and his family, his past and his present. She tells me about his benders and his rehab visits. Once she's done, she leaves me with $500 in crumpled bills. She also leaves his photo and all the details in the world, but not a lot of answers. Alice says her husband spent a lot of his free time around 5th Street, hitting up local vagrants for whatever little bits he could get. Lucky for me, I know a guy who frequents that area. That's Wes Stanton. Studied accounting at Sinclair College. Dropped out when he owed more to his dealer than he did on his student loans. Now he pays his dealers by fixing their taxes for him. He knows all the buyers and sellers in the Miami Valley. If anyone can find out where Corey might have wandered off to, it's Wes. Wes tells me everything he could figure out. His dealer, Randy, wasn't selling to Corey. Guess the poor guy never had enough to get what he wanted. Started buying from the lowest end dealers he could find. Waitresses, 7-Eleven clerks, mechanics, anyone selling for cheap. I ask Wes who's been supplying the small fish dealers these days. Wes drops a bomb on me.
That's just it, man. Look, the only name we've all heard around is the name Monarch.
Monarch? Yeah, that's not pretentious at all. I ask Wes for a name, someone on the bottom of the ladder that I can shake down. He gives me the name of a waitress and a corner girl. I decide to pay them both a visit, see what's on each of their menus.
Come on, man.
The local comedy club, run by a guy named Larry. Big guy with a beard, friendly enough, probably into some heavier shit than he lets on. And if one of his servers is dealing under the table, there's a pretty good chance he knows about it, if he's not in on it. Larry tells me the waitress hasn't worked there for months, got caught selling to an undercover cop. I ask him what he knows about this Monarch character. He doesn't disappoint.
So you heard. Nobody knows who he is. He only deals in small bills, 1s and 5s. But this missing hubby of yours, he was the Monarch's best customer by a mile.
Next, I talk to Tracy. She works a corner on 5th Street. She's the one Wes told me about. I ask her about Corey. Certain he was hitting her up for more than just drugs. Turns out, he's a pretty loyal husband.
Listen, man, dude's got a wife. He went on and on and on about how she was, like, he worshipped the ground she walked on. She was royalty or some shit. He just wanted to get high, man. He went down that way toward that broke-ass warehouse where people like him go when they're on a bender.
Tracy's tip pays off. I find Corey in the warehouse. He's still hanging in there, but just barely. I try to shake him awake, try to tell him his wife sent me, tell him I've come to take him home. The next thing he says rattles me.
She really is the queen, isn't she?
He called her the queen. Not a queen, not his queen, the queen. He seemed downright amused that she'd hired me to come find him. Not to mention,
This missing hubby of yours, he was the Monarch's best customer by a mile.
He went on and on and on about how she was, like, he worshipped the ground she walked on. She was royalty or some shit.
Alice is the Monarch. Her husband is her best customer. That's why she wanted him found. He's her biggest source of income. Corey's dead, which means the Monarch, Alice, has lost her best customer. It'll slow her down for a bit, but she's not done, and that's okay, because neither am I. Would I ever be done? Yes, but not in this world. In this world, I'm still the best line of defense.